guys, here we are again. Robbie would like to make today for all of you his traditional pizza. This recipe has been passed down really for generations on your family. I could do my family one, but it's a little bit different. But anyway, this is Roberto's side of the family, and he's already got prepared flour.
It's a kilo of flour. And hello everyone, welcome to Rainbow Mama and Senor Chili cooking show. I have 1 kilo of flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon and a half of yeast, teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And start with 1 liter of tap warm water. We'll see how much we got left. We might need a little bit more, a little bit less, depends on the flour.
Yeah, because all the flours are different and they all take a little bit.
This is the same flour I used the other day on the non-knead bread. So it's the same 80 flour, which is plain flour for bread.
And I like to disclaim that we didn't go out and buy anything. These are all things that we have in the house. We usually do quite a few toppings on it, but we only using what we have in the house, okay? Because Robbie and I are at total isolation at the moment. The only times that we go out is to pick up the mail, and we try to walk Loco puppy that is there. We try to walk Loco for about 15 minutes a day. But even if we find somebody on the street, we go like, hi, and we don't even get close.
And we urge everybody to do the same as much as you can. Okay, so...
Hang on a minute. We have here for the toppings and the sauce, we have garlic, herbs, basil from the garden. This is for the garlic pizza that Roberto, we talked to you about it on the first, on the first pizza. Onions. Here we have 2 kinds of cheeses. Yes, we had it at home. We had it on the freezer. This is mozzarella and light tasty. And we have fire roasted peppers from Robbie, and we had pesto fresco from Robbie as well. So we can do a couple of those.
And the salsa will be similar to the one we make for the salsa rica one.
Okay, so we are starting now.
Yeah, I start as usual with all the dry ingredients first. So I add the sugar, the yeast, salt, and I mix them up a little bit.
Now, Roberto, when he makes it all the time, he puts a little bit of herbs on the dough. I don't know if you want to do that this time or that's optional.
Yeah.
Roberto is not going to do it now because that way everybody can do it the same.
But you can just a little bit. So you can do it this way or do like a little dough in the middle there and add all the dry ingredients and the warm water and the oil and then let it rise and do it. But you don't need to let it rise. You could, but you don't need to. And this dough is always better if you do it the day before. Today we won't do it, and you see the results will be pretty much the same. But if you do it the night before, it's better. So we add the oil on the bottom there.
And that is extra virgin olive oil, but you can use whatever oil you like.
And I start with a little bit of water, maybe half a liter of water, and we'll start mixing. And we'll see. I never measure the recipe. I always do it by eye, and I see the consistency of the dough, and I show you what you should get at the end. There's 2 versions of the dough, although this is the traditional one, but depends. If we do it indoors in the gas oven, in conventional oven, or electric oven, I'll do it on a different way. The dough has to be more elastic, more soft, more like similar to the one I did with the not knead bread, which is very liquid. not liquid enough, but elastic, When we do it for the wood fire oven, and this little electric gas oven here, which is similar conditions as the gas oven outdoors.
So this is a little gas oven that we usually take to Confest when we run a shop. And we put it inside. Everything is open at home, so there's no dangers of any, there's no hidden dangers at all, okay? So, yeah.
Yeah, when we do it on the outdoor ovens, or this one here, the door will be more like harder, in consistency. I'll show you here when we do it, so you can knead it.
And we usually do the pizza when we are at home. We do it in the wood fire pizza, but thinking about the conditions and not knowing when we're going to be able to get out and get some more firewood, or if anybody would deliver firewood, we decided to leave the firewood to do it, not to cook, but to warm up the house if we get to that situation, because we like seeing the fire going, so we leave it for that. And we had plenty of gas in the house to do it with. So, what are you doing now?
So, we work in the door. Now it's time to get the hands ready. And by the way, the hands been washed, for 20
about 20 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, but sanitize, so, and I start working it. If it happens that you put a little bit more water than you needed, don't worry, just add a little bit of flour. Don't need to add the other yeast, or just keep adding the flour until you get the dough that you want.
Oh, guys, also, if you like this recipe and you would like us to make anything else, let us know. We thought about, well, I just thought about it now, when I was talking about Confest, Roberto used to make this amazing vegetarian parmesana, and maybe we can do that as well, Robbie. What do you think? Yeah. People love that, and that way, if you have the things at home, you can make it. But which I'm pretty sure everybody's got these things at home. Is like.
Well, that maybe not as well, because to do exactly the way we do it, we use at least 10 different beans. So not everybody will have 10 different beans at home, but
we can do like a simple recipe of it.
Yeah, but they're easy to get. They're all available at supermarket. I don't think there's any limits on those. Not at the moment, though.
How does it feel, Robbie?
See, it's not too sticky. And it's more like a traditional bread recipe.
Sorry, I took your.
Usually I have a cloth underneath.
And I took it, sorry.
That's all right.
You don't need it there for much longer anyway.
See, it's a little bit more sticky than I want to, so I would have to add a little bit of flour to it.
Hang on, I'll grab it. Oh, no, you grab it. Sorry. So, see, if you press it, I don't know what I wanted to say that, but, anyway, doesn't matter. We really try not to waste anything and only use what we have at home. We are one of the lucky ones because Roberto's got his business, and we usually have a little bit extra than, to keep at home and everything like that, like all the herbs we got them. But let's say you don't have the Italian herbs, just use a little bit of oregano or thyme. Or if you have any herbs in your garden, just put it in. One thing that I will never ever put on my pizza is, Robbie, what is it that I would never put on my pizza?
Chili.
No, and pineapple. Pineapple. But anyway, so yeah, you just go ahead and put whatever you want to. We even have maybe artichokes that we can put in it, Robbie, as well.
Yeah. Let's see. With this 1 kilo, you should get about four large size pizzas.
Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, depends how. If you want it really thin, you get more. If you want it like a pan pizza, within probably around 3. We're gonna get at least 4 on this one.
The ones that I love are the mushroom ones, but we didn't have any more mushrooms, and we'll get some more. We're gonna do it online. We're gonna get some mushrooms and things like that we don't have, because those things don't last forever unless we dry them, and anyway, we don't do that.
With the pizza, I don't like it to work it too much, the dough. So once you see everything is combined, and that's sort of the consistency you want, see? Like a Play-Doh, a soft Play-Doh, see?
Yeah. Well, actually, when we were little, that was our Play-Doh, because, like Mom used to let us, make little things with it, like the leftover. She always used to put a little bit more, and she used to let us play with it, and that was a lot of fun.
Okay, so, see? That's what you will like. So what I do now at the moment, we put a little bit of oil on top.
Why do you put oil on top, Suyan?
It's easier. This has to rise now, so it won't get sticky to the bowl as it rises, because the rice will air a little bit, and also easier for work it out once it's done. You'll see. Okay, done. So we cover with a cloth and let it stay until it doubles the size.
Now, what I'm gonna do is
So probably at least an hour. The longer the better. You can be 2 hours, 3 hours, and like I said before at the beginning, overnight is much better.
I'm gonna. Do I make the sauce now, Robbie? You're gonna make the sauce now?
Yeah, we make the sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna make the sauce, which is exactly the same as the other sauce, but you don't put anything else. But I'm gonna make it anyway, so that way, if you haven't seen the other ones. So I start with this organic olive oil.
Sorry, one more thing. I just put it on see the cloth, and we leave it on a warm place. So on the kitchen bench usually we'll do.
Okay, I'll give Robbie the camera.